Take a moment and consider the things around us. We live in a community that cares about its people. Every city has its government programs, but Topekans, out of the goodness of their hearts, go way beyond that. Through your love for others, we offer shelter to those who don't have it, food to those who are hungry, and hope to those in despair. This is the story of the hope you've helped give to others and the role that it plays in their lives. It's a story about a young mother named Pam and an organization called Doorstep. For over 25 years, Doorstep has been making a difference in people's lives. It is funded entirely through the generosity of thousands of Topekans. It's a story of successes, offering help and counseling to over 8,000 families each year that have crossed the path of this unique organization. It's a story with an answer, where caring brings hope. Pam is a mother of 4. Her story is only one of many that we can take pride in, that shows the loving and caring condition volunteers have created in our community.
When I got married, I really thought I knew what I was doing. I was pregnant, and everybody was telling me that he loved me, and I believed them. After we got married, that's when I really found out about his deep, dark secrets, like the alcohol, the drugs, and the lies.
Every day in Topeka, new difficulties arise for many Topekans. Dreams like Pam's are shattered. Like Pam, people put their trust in others and believe in a dream, only to learn the truth. And Pam's truth became her nightmare.
I really didn't want my marriage to work. I stayed with it for 7 difficult years with 4 children. He really wasn't ready for family responsibilities, and he took it out on me and the children. The physical and emotional abuse was hard enough, but it destroyed the family and more so the children.
When Pam returned from the hospital with their 4th child, she found her husband with another woman. What little stability there was in her life had vanished.
My life was really a mess, and I knew I had to get out of it. I left the children with some family, and I got on the highway just driving. I really didn't know where I was going. I found myself homeless and lost. I really just didn't want to live anymore. A friend took me in. She showed me a lot of love, and she eventually took me to Doorstep.
I see a lot of women in Pam's circumstances, and Pam is certainly a role model for one of the women that really gets stabilized into the community and goes on with her life and becomes all that they were meant to be. I work closely with Battered Women's Shelter because I get a lot of calls from them with mothers with dependent children, and they've never been on their own before. That's one of the things that keeps them stuck in those situations, and they keep going back to the batterer because they have no other place to go, and their self-esteem is so low that they don't believe that they can make it on their own. Pam had the courage finally to get out of that situation, and Doorstep was one of the agencies that helped her do it.
Doorstep gave Pam food and clothes. They counseled with her. They helped her pick up the pieces of her life and helped her see that she still had an important place in the lives of her children.
When I went to Doorstep, I really couldn't believe how they were. They didn't fit what I thought they would be. They were really caring and loving, and their assistance and their help really helped me to get my life together, to get back into school and to find housing. And it really helped me to reestablish my life in the children's lives, and especially our feelings.
The unique thing about this special organization is that they don't just hand out clothes, food, and assistance. They help people break through that cycle of despair and return to productive lives.
I remember when I finally became prepared to look for a job. No one pushed me to do it, but rather they helped me in several different ways with assistance. And they gave me clothes for the interview, which I really thought was great because it wasn't just clothing. It wasn't rags or something thrown away. It was really nice clothes, and I was happy. It made me feel good, and it really built the confidence in myself to go out and get that job.
For over 25 years, Doorstep has been funded entirely by Topekans. Today, over 40 congregations share the burden of providing food, clothing, and money to keep the organization running. Doorstep is also a United Way agency and receives some funding for special programs. And naturally, lots of people volunteer their time and abilities to help keep the shelves stocked and the clothes organized.
We have 3 paid staff members. We couldn't stay open one day without our volunteers. The person at the reception area is always a volunteer. The first person that the client ever sees or talks with is a volunteer. We're so cramped for space that one of our goals is to treat all of our clients with dignity and respect. And when you're crowded into a room with people giving their stories of crises, and sometimes family members crying, and there's a typewriter going and someone working at the computer, and it's very difficult to do a caring counseling.
Because of the help and the confidence that I got through Doorstep, today I'm helping others. I finished my education, and I've worked my way up to a responsible position in the community.
Pam has been able to pick up the pieces of her life, as many others have done. She's got confidence in herself, and she and her new husband have been able to make a home for her children. Finally, stability and love have entered the life of a girl who just a few years ago had no reason to live. There are thousands of stories like Pam's in Topeka, stories of lives that would go unfulfilled were it not for the help offered by Doorstep. But just as Topeka has grown, so too have the needs of Doorstep. Their small facilities will not house all of the donations they receive. We need your help today. There's a mother with children in need of clothes, a father with a hungry family to feed. They need Doorstep to help them get back on their feet. The room is full, but the passage is narrow. Help us open this door of survival a little wider to our neighbors in need. Become a part of bringing hope to those caught up in that cycle of despair. Join us in this unique partnership. Help us keep helping others, like Pam, who just need a little help to get back on their own.
I really want my kids to have a positive, good role model in me. I want them to be able to say, I want to succeed like her.